Hello, all you Conan Exile fans out there. It's Granny Gamester here with a beginner's guide to 3.0. Yeah, this is exciting, and we're going to talk about the construction hammer today and how this works with your knowledge. Yeah. So, first of all, let me show you where to make this construction hammer because a lot of your items now are going to be made with this. So, you go to your crafting, your hand crafting, and it's right here. And if you've already started the game, you should already have this. So, once you have this, we're going to learn what you can make with this by looking at our knowledge. So let's go into our inventory, and across the very top, we're going to scroll over to our knowledge, which used to be feats. And it is the exact same thing. It has not changed except for the name. They're now called knowledge. So as you can see, again, across the top, we can scroll through all the different categories here. We can do building, we can do decorating, survival, weapons, armor, religion, and then we have two new ones, basic sorcery and ancestral knowledge. So let's scroll back to this. Now, as you learn each one of these knowledge points here, let's say you want to learn how to make the sandstone set, you go ahead and click on your apprentice mason. And if you look on the right hand side under what apprentice mason teaches you, you can see your first one is a sandstone foundation. And if you look at that, it's going to tell you where this is crafted. And this is crafted with the construction hammer. Yeah, all of the things that you've learned with this one, it's going to be constructed with your construction hammer. Yeah, if you scroll down through all of these, it's going to tell you where you can make these. So if we scroll down to our stairs and we learn those are learned with the construction hammer, as well as the fence. But when we scroll over to this one, which is struts and the vertical decorative beam, that it's telling you is crafted at the carpenter's bench. Now I'm reading this on the right hand side, right under the item itself. Every item will tell you where you're going to be able to make this. And this makes it so easy. So both of these items are made in the carpenter's bench. The palisades are still made at the artisan's work table. The hatch frame is made with the construction hammer. The elevators are made at the carpenter's bench. And the siege foundation is also made at the carpenter's bench. So it tells you where you're going to find these items to build. And most of your decorating pieces are still going to be in your artisan's work table. We want to scroll over to survival. Now, a lot of these items are made in your construction hammer. So if we scroll down to, let's say, the primitive cooking here. Let's say I just learned how to make the fish trap. Now the fish trap, it says it's going to be made with the construction hammer. We look down to fish trophy. That's going to be made at the artisan's work table. So this makes this very easy to find where to make what you have just learned. And the dryer's bench, that's made with the construction hammer. So is the fluid press. So is the stove. And so is the preservation box. So let's pull up our construction hammer now and see how to find these things. So I want to hit my L1 button. Once I have the hammer in my hand, that's going to bring up all these categories. So as you can see across the top, we have building pieces, and I am using my bottom bumpers to scroll through these left or right. So we have crafting stations, and then we have decorations. So we want to scroll over to the building pieces, and they have actually broken these down to each building set. Now I have a lot of them in here because I own all the DLCs. So all of this, the arena and bridges, are with the DLCs. But now I don't have to keep scrolling through them in my handcrafting menu when I want to make a certain building or use a certain building set. Now all I need to do is use my top bumper button to scroll through each one of these categories. So R1 or R left is going to scroll me up or down through all these building sets. It's awesome. Very, very simple. And as you can see, all the materials on the right-hand side are in red. If I have the materials in my inventory, it will show green. So you can see I have the shaped wood to make this piece. I have this on the reinforced stone wedge foundation. I am missing the steel reinforcement and the hardened brick. So I cannot make this until I actually have the hardened brick and the steel reinforcement in my inventory. So let's scroll to crafting stations. Now here's all your crafting stations. They have divided them up into categories. This first one is smithing. So everything to do with smithing is in here. And then we have carpentry. And we have alchemy. Now, alchemy is also including the dryer's bench and the fluid press. So once it tells you that this is made with your construction hammer, you may have to look through each one of these crafting station categories to find exactly what it is you're looking for. So farming, here's our fish trap. But we don't have the twine to make it. We have the shaped wood, but we don't have the twine. So that's not going to light up in green. Then there's general, there's religion, sorcery you're not going to have until you find sorcery. And then companions has to do with animal pens and thralls, etc. And then special, the only thing I have so far is the orb of Nergal. And then again, if we hit our L bottom bumper button or the R, either one, it's going to move to decorations. And we have lights, we have storage, and we have beds. So let's scroll down to storage. And this is where you're going to find most of your storage containers. So I already have learned the knowledge points for the improved preservation, the chest. And you scroll through these with your joystick too, by the way, with the controllers. I can make the large chest, the preservation box, and then the wooden box. Now this large chest is green while these others are red. It's green because I have the materials to make that. And you can see on the right hand side, the numbers are in green. I have the 15 shaped wood and I have the 5 reinforcements that it takes to make this. So let's go ahead and click A to select, and you can see there is our chest. So you just hit your top right bumper button to place that, and then hit your circle button to get out of your hammer, or with the Xbox, it's B. And then you want to hold down on your square or X button to bring up this menu. And now you have an option to move this placeable. You can lock it, you can remove it, you can interact it with it, or you can cancel. So let's see what happens if we move this. So we can go ahead and pick this up and move it anywhere. Yeah, we can move this anywhere we please. Very, very nice. Now, if we want to remove it, we can pick it up, but as you can see, it's returning all the materials it took to make that. It now returns it all. It doesn't return some. You get all the materials. So now if you pick up your hammer again, there you are. You can still make this chest. It's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely great. So go ahead and click that. So those two options are great now for items if you want to pick them up and move them, or if you just want to return the materials to your inventory and possibly make something else. You know, you still have it. So then let's bring up our hammer again. And let's go down, let's go to our lights. And as you can see, I can make 2 of the torches. Again, it tells you how many you can make with the materials you have in your inventory. So I can make 2 torches, or I can make 2 bracketed torches. So let's go ahead and make 2. So as you can see, it's green right here. We're going to place this one. And then here's our second one. We can place that one here. So if you can make 10 of these, you can just run around and place these as you go. It's wonderful. And again, same as anything else. I can pick this up or I can move it. Yeah. So if I wanted this behind it instead, voila. That's all there is to it. Guys, it makes it so, so easy. And yeah, again, if you cannot find what you have just learned the knowledge points for, it will tell you. Yeah. So easy peasy. Well, all right, guys, if you liked, give me that big old like. And if you would like to see more, just subscribe. And if you hit that little bell, you'll be notified when I post my next video. Well, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, GG out.